Want to learn how to make the perfect pizza dough at home? It's super easy. I just grab my stand mixer because I like to let it do all of the work. And I put a 1.5 cup amount of water, and it needs to be warm. So when they say warm water, you're looking for about 105 degrees Fahrenheit. I actually just run the hottest tap water that I can get, and I don't heat it from there. And to that, I add 2 teaspoons of dry active yeast. Make sure your yeast is fresh because I did have an incident last week where I tried to make homemade bread and the yeast was old and nothing happened. So the yeast needs to be fresh and alive. To the water and yeast, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of honey. I prefer to add honey to my dough because I feel like it adds a silky, soft texture as opposed to just granulated sugar. You have to use some type of sugar as this is what feeds the yeast and activates it. And then 3.5 cups of flour. I like to use bread flour because it's a pizza dough and I want to have the most elasticity that I can possibly get so I can stretch a nice dough. Reserve a 1/2 cup of flour just in case you need to add more at the end, and you will see here how you know to test it. In addition, 1 teaspoon of salt and 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. I'll add the recipe in captions just in case you didn't catch all of that. But this is super easy, guys. No need to buy your pizza dough at the store. It's so simple to make. And I set the stand mixer on medium-high and let it just beat around. And you'll see here, there's attachment at the bottom of the bowl. So the dough, I know from watching it, is too wet. I'm going to add a little bit more flour, about a 1/2 cup, and see where that gets us. When you see the dough pull away from the sides and the bottom of the bowl and it's not sticking to the dough hook, that's how you know it's good and ready to go. So I turn it on all the way to 10 on high, and I let the dough hook in the KitchenAid stand mixer do the work. This is going to help develop the gluten in the dough and make that nice, beautiful, stretchy pizza dough. At this point, you can stop, add a little bit of olive oil to your hands just to coat so it doesn't stick, and form the dough into a ball. And you can see that the gluten is developed when you can stretch the dough into a window pane. You can almost see through it. It's so thin. I ball this up, and you can use it right away, or I stored mine in the refrigerator for use tomorrow.